blocks, I had to go hide from the jakes. I gotta make right decisions, everyone gon' make mistakes. How you gon' take from your brother and then turn a smile in his face? Gang. You tryna get out of character, get put right in your place. It's hard to be clean forever, everyone gon' make mistakes. And if the cops pull me over, it might just turn to a chase. Thought you was my bro, you ain't ride like you said you was. I might just do the race and self-drive in the Tesla. Now I got a gun, cause he say he ain't a wrestler. You said that you a shooter, well I guess I'ma keep testing you. I'm only beefing by money, I'm like a cash cow. I see they peeping, I'm coming up and they ask how. She wanna party with me and bro got her ass out. I told her if she keep popping Xannies, then she gon' pass out. I just wanna win, dreams of all of buttering, but I'm addicted to the streets, so I know that I'm a sin. If I die, my life start over, I'ma do this shit again. Swimming with the sharks, you a fish cut off your fin. Couple niggas locked, might not see daylight again. I got a couple niggas dead, mama burying the kin. Pull up 50 shots, I'ma only give them 10. Pass me the rock, shoot at the buzzer, I'ma win. Started pouring Remy cause I'm getting sick of hints. If I write a book about my life, don't know where I begin. Couple L's thrown at me, I took them on the chin. Used to see me taking losses, they surprised a nigga win. The longer I live, I'ma lose myself. And if I had choose me or you, then I'ma choose myself. A higher power in mind is worth me more than wealth. Hit a couple licks on your brody, I gotta use my stuff. Foreign belt, wrapped around my jeans, it's hard to hold my pants up. We gon' have to let some shots off, I can't get my bands up. Before I tell, I'd rather die, though I can't get my mans up. Go ahead and try to pull it, hope your shit don't jam up. Remember been in them blocks, I had to go hide from the jakes. I gotta make right decisions, everyone gon' make mistakes.
Good evening all. Damn, it's been a while since I've gone live, hasn't it? It's been a while. Good evening to everyone over on the Grim Reaper channel as well. Grim will not be able to join us tonight as he's got things going on in his personal life right now, so nothing to worry about, but he needs to tend to that right now. I know he hasn't been getting much sleep and whatever else, so he's either busy or he's probably getting some shut-eye people. So, as always, we send our love to the Grim Reaper. We send our love to the Grim Reaper right now. Let's see who we got in the chat, people. Let's see who we've got in the chat. Eyes on the Audit, good to see you. Chris, good to see you. Pam, and Marie, JG Beckett, Dave. Who else we got here? Who have I not said hello to? Nunya. Yes, Nunya, big up yourself, bro. I hope you're well. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Lee RC. Oi, bloody oi. Hey, here's the man. If you're not subscribed to Optical Turnkey, go give him a sub, man. Go give him a sub. His channel's doing well at the minute. He's covering a lot of the ULEZ stuff. So, yeah, man, get over and show that guy some love and some support. And keep up to date with what's going on, man, because it won't be long till ULEZ is coming to a town near you. DDA, drug dealer, free London. Free London of the rotten government that we have. That's what I say. That's what I say. Kent Audits, good to see you, mate. I hope you're well. Hope everything's good in the hood. NMB, good to see you. Who else we got? Joe Vlogs, good to see you. Love to you as well, man. Hope Julianne is okay. We are sending love to everybody tonight. Everyone. Whether anyone's poorly in health or just down in the dumps, suffering with any kind of mental illness. Any of those things, man. We send love out to all of you. You are not on your own. We might be a small group, but we're a good group. A group of good people, man. So you're in the right place, so they say. You're in the right place. Dave, argument. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Yvonne, good to see you. Hope everyone's well. There we are. Give Optical a bloody sub, man. Big up Optical, mate. I really am. Genuinely. Don't know if anyone else has said it to you, but I am genuinely very fucking happy to see your channel doing well, my friend. You deserve it. You've been on YouTube well before me. And I've said to you many a times, you need to get back out and, well, not back out, but you need to start chucking the content up again because he's a good content creator. Optical. Hang on, sorry. Sorry, people. Mrs. calling me. Who else have we got in here? Doc77. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Hope family is well. Mirror 420. Good to see you. Hope you're well. As I say, everyone over. I can't see which side you're on. It just shows me you're all in StreamYard. So whoever's over on the Grim Reaper channel, big up to you. HNK have sent a letter of claim against prison. Fantastic Kent audits. I will get my mojo back again soon. Good, Optical, man. Long time coming. It's good to see. I like seeing people do well with their channels. Well, I like to see people do well in anything, actually. If someone's doing well, it's only a good thing, man. Yes, he did, Yvonne. He had a good birthday, thank you. He had a good birthday. And that's why I was meant to start this at 8:15, but we had some family pop round and that for birthday cake, and so they could give him some presents. So I am a little bit late for doing the live, so I do apologise. Who we got? My twin, good to see you. Kayak Dread Girl, good to see you as well, man. Docs, thanks, bro. Cheers, bro. Appreciate that. Nostog, what's happening, bro? Good to see you. Rob Random. Suella doing well. Wow, Rishi Sunak stabbed her in the back. Rishi Sunak stabbed her. Do you know what cracks me up about all these people, yeah? Like, someone comes in, they get the position for a few months, it all goes tits up, and they're like, yeah, they're sacked, or they step down, and they bring the next one in. I mean, they not realise what a mockery they make of themselves. Like, seriously, man. You know? These people, oh, yeah, we got someone new in. Yeah, well, you know, in a couple of months, they'll be gone, and you'll have someone new in. So... was anyone down in London at the weekend? What does everyone think of that? Any opinions on that? I know, obviously, we've got guys over from the US as well. Rishi's desperate if he's brought Cameron back. Wow. I don't know. I ain't been following it the last couple of days, I'm going to be honest. Brandon Mitchell, you legend. Love to you and the fam. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all well. Good in the hood. Right. So, yeah, I don't really have a lot to... Oh, I would like to say on behalf of the Grim Reaper Network, should have said this earlier, so I do apologise. But on behalf of the Grim Reaper Network, I'd like to apologise for any services that people found to be down earlier in the week. It was for around about 48 hours, maybe just over. So things like the vigilante.media forum were down, Jitsi servers, etc. That now is all back up and running. But again, apologies to those that are using the services right now, and obviously certainly those that have been paying for those services as well. So it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it now. It's up and running now. The only thing I think, it's all still a learning curve, but probably we'd have liked to have probably told you first that it was going to go down, potentially go down. However, things happen and miscommunication sometimes. So that's what it is. Again, apologies, and just say that it shouldn't, hopefully, happen again. Hi, what should I do? Kaylee Rock. Karma, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Kaylee says, hi, BBA. What should I do if police come into my house for false reports of disturbance of a woman screaming? But we have spoke to them, let them in to see everything is fine. But today, they drilled my door. Kaylee, unless somebody has a warrant to gain access to your home, or you have committed an offence, an indictable offence, which again, you'll find 9 times out of 10 they still need a warrant. I would say ignore your front door. If you don't want to deal with them, ignore your front door. Any conversations you choose to have with them, although you should always remember that one of your rights is the right to remain silent. So actually, you don't have to tell these people nothing or engage with them. However, if you do, I would do it from the other side of the door without opening it. You do not have to open no door. They can have a conversation with you as long as you can hear them, and find out what they want. If you feel like they're there for some ill intentions, then just tell them to go away. If they think they've got anything on you, get a warrant. But yes, Dave, exactly. No comment. Although I don't actually advise no comment all the time, but in that, I called up the MP. I would just ignore them. And if they keep coming back, then I would say that's a form of harassment, and I would be filing a complaint with the station that they're out of. So try, if you can, to get their collar numbers if they come to the door. Get their collar numbers and report them. And actually, you should then be able to phone the police with those collar numbers and find out why it was those police officers ended up at your front door. Says, yeah, man. Big up yourselves. Resist the dystopia. Big up yourself. Hopefully, in the coming days, I'm going to have a follow-up from the Israelite video. So that should be interesting. Yeah, Kelly, might do that. Listen, I'm not saying that when you make a complaint, it actually is worth it sometimes with these fuckers, because they like to investigate themselves and then find out that they never do anything wrong. How convenient. However, at least it's logged. And then down the line, if it was to carry on or persist, and you go, well, I've already logged this X amount of times, and they turn around and say, well, we haven't got it on our system, and you've been led to believe that they have. Wow. Naughty. And it makes the complaint even the more serious. UK Transparency, good to see you. You smashing it, BBA. Good to see. Cheers, Karma, mate. Cheers, bro. We just do our thing, don't we? We just do our thing. We plod along. Content's been a bit thin in the last few days. I do apologise for that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully, I'll try and get out this week and bring you some juicy stuff. Juicy, mate. But yeah. So what's new for everyone else anyway? What's new for everyone else? What's going on in the world? Yep, that's very true as well. That's very true. Maybe worth putting a subject access request before a complaint so you have proof what's on their system about you, so things can't be altered to suit afterwards. That's a very good bit of advice there, actually, UK Transparency. Thank you for that one. I have to keep the key inside the lock. I never know what can happen. Never trust the police. They are ill in their head big time. You're telling me. Half of them are, wow, 3/4 of them are anyway, aren't they? Let's be honest. A lot of these people are unhinged. True story. True story, people. My wife has 3 strokes in the left side of flaccid, meaning she has no control of the left side of her body, and it's traumatic brain injury stroke is. They might put me in the prison or what, man? They got hopefully not put you in prison, man. Miss your tunes. We'll do some more tunes on the other channel. I hope everyone's liking the silly little videos. As I say, they're only there for a bit of fun, man. Try and bring a bit of fun back to YouTube. Nothing, no malice or anything like that. No worries, baby. I remember when you first started out. Nice to see you doing well. Cheers, Karma, man. Been a while now, isn't it? 2 years, 2.5 years. 2.5 years, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy. What's going on, Mellows? You good? But yeah, as I say, I didn't have a lot really to talk about. What do people think about Tommy Robinson fleeing off in a taxi at the weekend, causing a load of trouble, and then fleeing off, leaving everyone else to cop the shit? Yeah. Yes, Lindsay, you good, man? Are you good? Mark Williams, good to see you. Good evening, man. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Yes, Paul, good to see you as well, man. Good to see you all. It is very good indeed. Oh, also, people, I might as well plug it. I haven't plugged it. Also, I know we've got the vigilante.media forum. However, we have also now opened up. I've done a little bit of work on it. Servers have been boosted on the server as well. So we are now building a new, I say new, half of you all know each other, but a new, like to think growing. It is growing actually, because we've only really been promoting it the last couple of days, and that's only between, other platforms, and a few people have joined already. But yeah, the Bear Britain Audits Discord is up and running. If anyone wants to come over and join that, feel free. We have a right good laugh over there. For the last couple of nights, 2-3 nights, we've been playing poker and some crazy golf and all these things. You can all compete against each other in Discord. So we've been doing a bit of that, but you'll be able to keep up with future content. I'll probably put extra content that isn't on here. I'll feed bits of that through Discord, but it's just a 24/7 on the go way of socializing. You haven't really got to rely on people going live just to do a bit of socializing. It's always active. There's always people in there, even if you're just in the text chat. There's always people messaging and saying hello to one another and chatting. If not, they're in the voice chat. And as I say, we're even sat playing poker and things. So again, do join the Discord, people. I'll see if I can stick the link in the chat. I think I've got it to hand. Or I thought I did. Okay, maybe I don't. At this precise moment in time, I will grab it though. Invite. Copy link. But yeah, we're doing everything over there. Like I say, we've been doing gaming. We've been doing some gaming, playing some games, poker and stuff. We've set up a room to start streaming some Netflix films in and start doing some movie nights and things in there as well. So everyone join that, man. Like I say, it's all good people. Don't have any negativity or anything like that in there. It's all, positive, safe place for everyone. And everyone's welcome, man. Everyone's welcome. Even if, people think that we don't see eye to eye. It's not about, if people are using it, they're using it. So everyone's welcome. It's there on the about page of my channel as well. So you can join it at any time. It don't surprise me that. Ministry of Madness, good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, man. Did anyone see today's video that I dropped on the other channel? The latex. Did anyone see that? I'll play it. I'll get it up. The quality on it won't be great. It's only in like 240 or something, so apologies for the quality of it. I don't know how well it will come through for you, but let me share this. What's the other channel? Anne-Marie, one of the mods. I'm sure they'll put my other channel in. Over there, we just play music, man. We just mainly play music, and recently we've started doing videos featuring YouTubers that show their face on live panels. Like I say, it's all for a bit of fun. There's no malice in it. Just trying to bring a bit of fun and silliness to YouTube. There's not enough of it, and everyone's too serious. So there's ones of me as well. So it's not just right. Here we go. Sorry about the quality, people.
Okay, so at the beginning of the latex, this guy named Theo was all like,
"What is the latex?"
But then these guys, Orpheus and Synergy, are all like,
"You're in the latex."
And Theo's like, "Whoa." So then Theo learns Kung Fu, and he's all like,
"Whoa."
Then some kid bends a spoon, and he's all like,
"Whoa." Oh, but then Agent Smith captures Orpheus, and now Theo's like,
"Whoa." So now Theo, Synergy, and a load of guns go to rescue Orpheus, and it's all like, and so the whole place is like, but then Theo gets shot, and he's all like, but then Synergy's all like,
"I love you."
And now Theo's like, and Smith is still like, except this time his bullets are like, but Theo's like,
"Whoa."
And Smith is like, whoa. And Theo's like, oh yeah, and this one part's all like, the end.
That was the one that got dropped today. Yeah. Not all of you will recognize. Not all of you will recognize those people on there. I enjoy your music channel. Oh, cheers, one man. Again, it's not there to get loads of views on and stuff like that. It's just there for people who want to join, come together and listen to a bit of music. That's it. That is it. No more. Nothing less, nothing more. Dave says, "Law, I never wear latex again." Wow. Wow. But yes, people, as I say, I don't really have a lot to talk about. Just let you know that, like I say, Vigilante, there we are, my twins on it. Vigilante Media is back up and running. Can we have what? But yeah, that other channel, it's only for a little bit of a laugh. It's nothing serious. But yeah, I'm going to try and cover a few things this week. Get a few more videos out for you guys. Again, numbers are still going up at a nice pace. You know, I think keeping a consistency of content really does help, and it has been helping of recent. So I'm surprised, actually. I'm quite surprised. We've got no one in here right now who wants to grill me over one of the videos I put up a little while ago. But yeah, what do you think about what went on in London this weekend? What do I think? I don't know. What did go on in London this weekend? I'm not really sure. How long before I can redeem my membership back? Brandon, not for 90 days, bro. Not until the 23rd of January. I will not be earning a penny from YouTube until the 23rd of January. I haven't been for about 3 weeks already. Well, maybe about 2, actually. Maybe about 2. Let's not exaggerate here. But yeah, 23rd of January, Brandon, mate. Don't worry, you won't be charged until then. But it's a right fucking pain in the ass. Anarchy Television, what's going on, man? What's going on, buddy? But yeah, Dave, I don't really know, man. Listen. I've made my feelings quite clear about, you know, I personally don't have a problem with anybody protesting about anything. Personally, I don't think that we can start going around picking and choosing. Nah, my twin, mate. Nah. Just PayPal, buddy. Just PayPal. No one uses that, then I just leave it, man. I'm not out to look to have as many different outlets as possible for people to donate to. Brandon, well, I'll just send you a PayPal then. Cheers, Brandon, mate. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. But yeah, no, I don't go making loads of different, you know, Cash App over here, this one over there, PayPal over here. Just the one, mate. If people use it and are able to, it's much appreciated. If they can't, they can't, man. You know, the good thing about this is I always got into this for the love of doing what I do. It was never anything to do about the money. That was only ever a bonus. The money side of it was only ever a bonus. I was never here to kind of, take loads of fucking money from people. So, as I say, when people do, it's always much appreciated. And I always want it, I've always said before, man, as well, I always want it to be on merit of the content that I'm putting out. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, big up yourselves, all of you, man. Just being subscribed to the channel, coming in, watching the videos, man. Sharing things and stuff when you can. It's all appreciated, people. It's all appreciated. It's the small things, you know what I mean? It's the small things in life. It's the small things. But I'm having my website sorted, mate. Just letting you know. You got someone else doing it, or you got Mellows on it? Because he would have helped you, man. He will have helped you. He would. Clint, you like it, yeah? It fitted in well with your last Kung Fu one, didn't it? Amazing. Like I say, Clint, man, it's all just about having a little bit of a laugh, man. Everyone's too serious. Everyone's too serious round here. You do a good range of stream, feet on ground, exploring and public conversation in a polite manner. Surely earned a few quid. Not really, mate. JG, to be honest. I was starting to get, I'll be honest, I feel like we were starting to get to that point where it was looking like it was going in the right direction, though. So it's all good, man. It's just knockbacks. We don't let the knockbacks get in the way, man. We carry on. Many people always have said to me over the last 2 years, mainly the haters, obviously, turn around and say, oh, if you weren't getting paid from YouTube, you wouldn't do this. Well, that's technically not true, man. That's technically not true. And you're going to see that for the next 3 months as I just carry on smashing out and putting the content out. I know people that have been in the same situation and like to go, nah, I'm not putting any content out now until I'm monetized again. Well, I think that's ripping my subscribers off. Subscribers shouldn't sit for fucking 90 days waiting for me to be monetized till I'm willing to put some content out. So we just crack on, man. We just crack on. Why so serious, man? Why so serious? The protest vids were pretty good. All have a right to protest, but then group conformity comes into play on all sides. Group conformity, aggression. Yeah, do you know what it is? I was thinking about this. Me Chong, I don't know, man. Me Chong, they're out there. You know they are. That's the most sarcastic comment I've seen in a long time. You've got haters? Surely not, BBA. Surely not. Yeah, well, you know. As I say, Mi Chong, you see my behaviour 6 months ago. 6 months onwards, going backwards. It wasn't exactly always the fucking nicest behaviour to look back at, was it? So, yes, I imagine I've picked some up along the way. Best to just focus on keep building channels. So come January, you got viewer base there. Yeah, exactly, UK. Exactly. Hang on. Bear with me. You've got to laugh sometimes, behaviour-wise. You weren't the only to say contra. Nah, me Chong. No. But you know what we can't do in this world? Is we can't do wrong things and then sit around and go, but it's all right because him over there done it as well. Or her over there done it as well. Oh, they done it. They done it and said things, so it excuses me. Nah, man. No, man. No, no, no. Yes, UKT. UKT, it looked quite quiet on what you were filming yesterday. No trouble. Thought this is the type of place here. Evening Bear, I'm going on a hunger strike until you are. Yeah, Jerry. Yep. 3 months, buddy. 23rd of January. See, I don't know what you look like, Jerry. So, like, if you're a large gentleman, then going on a hunger strike might not be a bad thing. If you're quite a skinny guy, I'd say not a good idea, mate. Not a good idea. But your support is it's a commendable, man. Yeah, Nunya. I did, bro. I did, mate. They're doing it to a few now. They're going around clearing up, doing it to channels. I've seen a lot of it, all regarding the same issue as well. So, listen, everything's a learning curve, right? Everything's a learning curve. You fall off the bike, you get back on it, as they say. Well, big up Nunya as well, man. I hope you're enjoying freedom. 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 Well, I don't think he's talking to me from prison. Yeah, he's out. He's out. Mrs. BBA just said there, Nunya, is he out now? Is he out? He's a free man. He's free. Free at last. Can I give a big, massive shout out, actually, to my missus, the wonderful Mrs. BBA. Smashed it out the park again. Lad's birthday today. She goes, what's the words? Over and beyond in order to give the kids everything they want and need. So big up to Mrs. BBA. Hopefully that'll stop me getting a frying pan over the head tonight, guys. Whoop, whoop. What's that? BBA could be worse. You could have troubles like Charlie V. At least you can still film in the streets unmolested.
Unmolested?
Yeah, Charlie Veach keeps getting attacked lately. Although I must admit, when I see Charlie Veach getting attacked by those black youths the other day, listen, uppercuts would have been flying. Sod the camera. At that point, sod the camera. Yeah. Hey, Steve, look, you're getting some big ups, Mrs. BBA. Fucking hell, you get more big ups than me. What's going on? Jerry, don't go on hunger strike because you're just giving way to bear raiding the fridge more. Whee! Let's raid the fridge, motherfuckers. Big up Mrs. BBA. Yes, big up yourself, kayak drag girl. I get knocked down and I get up again. I don't know the rest of the words. I get knocked down, but I get up again. I don't know the rest of the words. Do. Anyway, welcome to the Madhouse. Welcome to the Madhouse. Yes. It only gets crazier as the week goes on, people. It's only fucking Monday. Imagine what I'm going to be like by Friday. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! What's that? Or bug flapper to your head, Bear? A bug flapper to my head? What's a bug flapper? What's a bug flapper? Never heard of one of those. Hey, you got a bug flapper, mate? I'm gonna flap you, flapping you with it. Yeah. 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 Oh, pardon me. Oh, Windies. So yeah, what's cracking lacking, man? Like I say, people, if you haven't already, join the Discord, man. We are holding some poker over there and everything else. Or even if you don't want to play poker and you just want to come in and chat, or even if you don't want to chat and you just want to sit there muted up and listen in, you are all welcome. Every single last one of you. There are a bunch of fucking crazy heads in there, not going to lie. But they're all good. They're all good people. A SWAT stick. Wow, a swatter in a flapper. I'm not sure what bug flapper is. Ask Lynn. Yes, Kayak. Big up yourself, girl. Good, nice, man. It's nice to see so many people joining in there, man. Like I say, always in there on a morning. We're in there on a bloody afternoon, evening, all sorts of times, man. We're always in there. Like I say, if we're not in a voice chat, we're just in leaving stupid gifts and that to each other. Or I've got Mrs. Meatball in there. She's always bullying me. Yeah, Mrs. Meatball's always bullying me in there. Broke fish. Good to see you. Broken fish. Good to see you. Oh shit. Yes, Steamer Geary. Good on you, bro. Nice to see you, mate. It's nice to see you. Yes, you are. You are a German bully. No hiding anything. But you only hear us talking life and taking piss out of bear. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not, there's no toxicity in there, no conspiring about anyone on YouTube, none of that. It's just a good place where people can go in, socialize and interact with each other and the rest of it, man. That's it. And I can also drip feed you bits of my content and up and coming things. You guys can give me some feedback, looking for people to get involved in some events. Maybe if people are interested in joining, anyone's interested in maybe being a moderator in there, maybe some more mods in there. Those mods, like I say, are quite hands-on in there, so they're always coming up with ideas and things that we can do. Moderators holding moderator meetings. Again, that's always about what we can do and bring different to Discord for you guys to keep it fun and worth engaging. So yeah, man, all join. Yes, Outlaw King, you absolute fucking legend. How are you, buddy? How are you, mate? Good to see you. Good to bloody see you. But yeah, what do we think about what went on at the weekend then, people? Because a lot of people said, oh, it was disrespectful to hold marches on the same day as Remembrance Day and all this. But you could flip that. I'm all good, Outlaw. You could flip that and say, is that not the exact reason we celebrate or have Remembrance Day? It's for those that give us the right to have protests and things like that in this country. So no, it depends how you look at it, right? Where is Stangu? I ain't seen him in a couple of weeks. He's funny, he is. I hope Stangu's not avoiding me. So, I'll tell you, get a bit of an idea. Give me a 1 in the chat if you don't think there was a problem with protesting at the weekend. And give me a 2 if you're against that. Be interested to see. I bet it's a very split opinion. One. What are you all saying? You believe you're happy for it to go ahead? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm far, 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 far from the most educated guy in the world, right? But regarding this Israel-Palestine thing, there's a lot of uneducated people on the matter, in my opinion. I see comments like, go to their own country and protest. What do you mean their own country? Nearly half, if not 3/4, of the people I see in that march were white British people. I see another comment, someone saying London has fallen. London's fallen? To who exactly? Because from what I could see, there was just as many white British people in that march as there was Muslims. Just saying. But yeah, a lot of uneducated people, I feel. You know? I don't know. It's a controversial one. I know that much. If it's kept peaceful, yeah, it should always be peaceful, right? I guess. I do feel, though, that if you looked at the week build-up to last weekend just gone, the week before, the build-up in the mainstream media was nothing but trying to fuel fuel the agitators, glorify people kicking off. That's what the media were doing. And I don't think they quite got the reaction they were hoping for. But loads of people see one clip from a propaganda-driven news feed and treat it as gospel. Horrific things are happening on both sides. Yeah. Right, okay. Media seen their asses, BBA fella. AJ, they did, man. Like I say, they were trying to spark something up all week. That's what they've been doing. They've been trying to fuel the fucking fire. It's all I've seen all week. Been the media very, they're fucking not even clever, but they're very manipulative in the way they go about doing things, man. I mean, I would say the same to a degree as Outlaw, that there's bad things going on both sides. And I, for one, don't... What's going on, Mellows? Pick up yourself. I, for one, don't I don't support any war at all. Because I'll tell you why, and I said this the other day, I'll say it again. Listen, man. If we ain't got any humanity left in the world, what have we got? Ask yourselves, people. If everybody can just sit back and watch this happen, and when I say everyone, I mean the governments that could do more. It's a sad state of affairs. And humanity, man, must prevail all the time. Humanity must prevail because, like I say, without humanity, man, this world is fucking crazy enough and evil enough as it is sometimes. Remove humanity altogether, you got nothing left. I hear people sit there and go, but these people are terrorists. What? The Palestinian people? The Palestinian people, you believe every single one of them are terrorists? In fact, you're going to tell me babies 6, 9, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years old, you telling me these people are all terrorists and deserve to lose their life? Because I don't think they do. I don't think they do, man. And it's one of those things where, guess what? No one gives a fucking shit because it ain't affecting them. Well, guess what? One day it might do, man. Don't think that we're exempt from ever being fucking sent to oblivion. All governments around the world are the aggressors and the problem. They are. And this is what I'm saying. When will people stop looking at each other, going, look at him over there. He's a different colour to me. He looks different from me. He practices his faith in a different synagogue, church, mosque, or whatever to me. Yeah? And then they all have to sit there and believe that the man next to them, old Mohammed over the road, might be like, their enemy. Nah, man. Mohammed over the road ain't your enemy, man. Neither's fucking any of the others. Your government. We all share one common enemy. And that is governments. All of these governments, man, they treat us all like mugs. They treat us all like slaves. Modern day slaves. And, yeah. I think it's Palestinian, not Palestinian. Palestinian. Sorry, mate. Shall I pronounce my shit a bit better just for you? I do apologise. Mrs. BBA, what was the cake like, ma'am? It was fucking... She's gone upstairs now, mate, to get into bed. Been up since the crack of dawn. I had to get up earlier because the kids had school and he wanted to do his presents and stuff. So been up since the crack of dawn. So she's gone up to bed already. I'm looking to hopefully get out this week. And as I say, it was something I was meant to bring you a couple of weeks ago. However, again, shit comes up. I went to the Isle of Sheppey and stuff as well instead. But I will be looking to cover 1, if not 2, Israeli weapon factories. That is the plan. Whether I pull it off is yet to be seen. So don't hold that as gospel, but that is my intentions. That is definitely my intentions. But yeah, man, let's put the link out, see if anyone wants to join. I won't be keeping it going for too long myself tonight, to be honest. But I did promise Grim I would at least go live, say hello to everyone. So I try to stick to my promises and my word. So that's why we find ourselves live, people. That's why we find ourselves live. Yeah, AJM, that's what I'm doing, mate. That's what I'm doing. 2 Israeli weapon factories. Oh wow, that's the plan. If I can get to the two locations that I want to go to, so fingers crossed, mate. And one of them at least I know is going to be epic content, bro. Let me tell you, epic. It's going to be fucking epic, lad. Epic. Running outdoors, big up, man. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, man. Good to see you. Also, what else I find really weird, yeah, is that we seem to like, I don't know, we all seem to fucking, if you think one way, you're far left. And if you think the other way, you're far right. There's like no in between these days. You're either one or the other. Crazy old world we live in. Crazy old world. Hang on, mate. I've just done something to my computer. I don't know what it is. Shit, what's going on? Yes, Broken Fish, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing? Just thought I'd jump up, say hi.
Yeah, no, good, man. You? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. It's been rainy over here on the west coast of the U.S., but hey, give it 5 minutes, that'll change.
Yeah, man. It's that time of year for us now, man, where the weather's just crap. You know,
Yeah,
this time of year, bro, if I could just hibernate and like come back spring next year, I would do that right now.
I get you. I get you. I broke my wrist once in the cold that's been hitting, like below 0 Celsius up here in the mountains where I live. It's like, please, where's summer?
Yeah,
I
man.
get you.
Well, we've got this real British thing, bro, that when we get to summer and we actually get some nice, you know, warm weather, everyone moans about it and it's too hot, I can't cope. And one of them gets like, don't do that, man, because you know it's going to be winter before we know it.
I got friends over here in the States. I was raised in Southeast Arizona, like 5 miles from the Mexican border, in like 20 miles from New Mexico. Everybody was complaining about the heat this year, and I'm like, it's barely over 100. What are you talking about? I mean, I'm talking Fahrenheit, but it was like, it's barely over 100. What are you guys talking about? You're going to be complaining when it starts snowing.
I know, right?
And I had to show one of my friends the picture from the government, the traffic webcam of it snowing, for him to believe me it was snowing 2 weeks ago. I'm like, dude, you know me. I'm going to tell you the weather. I'm going to show you if you give me any crap. But yeah. So I thought, ooh, you got Discord too? I'm going to go over and hit your Discord.
Yeah, man. Well, I've had it for a while, but it hasn't been really active for a long time. And, you know, we decided, you know, let's start using it again, promoting it. We've been playing a couple of games of poker and things in there on an evening. And, yeah, man, we just go in there, have a bit of a laugh. And...
that I'm going to have to kick my browser. It froze the chat. There it is. Nope.
You got it?
No, it's stuck at you dropping the StreamYard link. It didn't go for. Oh, maybe I need that. Not top chat, live chat, dummy. Nope, still didn't move it forward. That's crazy. That is totally crazy. It's not the first time I've seen this recently. Like them going, the Android/Chrome system is having echoing for people on mobile devices. Wait a minute. Why don't you just admit what it is? The Androids can't handle the StreamYard, and it's all messed up.
This is exactly it, man.
I don't know. You have to ask him if he can come up. I just jump up. I'm sort of one of those panel surfers.
No.
If I see a panel link, even if I haven't been there, I gotta jump up.
No, there's a link here, man. Everyone's welcome up, man. Everyone. Well, you got any opinion? What do you think? Are there many of these free Palestine protests over near you guys?
Not by where I am, but I live in a real rural area. But yes, there has been protests here in the States, and some of them are not differentiating against what's going on. They're just doing a general, and it's like, hey, I support the Palestinians too. I don't support the ruling party that took over in what nobody knows for sure if it was a true election. You know what I'm talking about. I don't like the. We're on
No.
YouTube,
Yeah, no,
and
no.
I don't support that part of what's going on, but I do support the Palestinians and get the hell out of the city and stop listening to them telling you it's the Israelis striking, when if an Israeli missile strike had struck the truck that you're worried about they struck, there wouldn't be no truck. It was hit with an RPG, and all of us who, have a
Yeah.
brain can go, yeah, there's still a truck.
Latoya, I've got you, girl. I don't know if you want your camera on, but I'm going to bring you on now.
Okay.
You know what I mean. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Hey, Latoya.
What's going on, Latoya?
I'm going to the hospital. Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you feel better. I seen you said that. When are you leaving?
Yeah. I am waiting my mom to come home because I got a big old knot on my back right now.
All right. Well, I hope you feel
Yeah.
better.
I am.
I hope you feel better, man. A lot of people I know are not very well at the minute.
There's a lot of
I know.
people that are being affected by this. I have one buddy that's really into it and goes, "What we're getting from the sun right now," he notices because he
Yeah.
watches this that there's a lot of people being affected.
Yeah. I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, really bad, man.
Okay.
But yeah, hope everything's all right with you, man. Hope you get better soon.
I am.
Good on you, girl.
Okay.
Good on you. But yeah, no, there's a lot of it here at the moment. Those Palestine. I feel like there's going to be a lot of civil unrest.
Yeah.
I think at some point. Well, there already is. I mean, it's the start of it. But I don't know, maybe not. But I feel like something's going to kick off.
It feels like something's going to kick off to me too. It's crazy, and but I live over here in Southern Oregon where we have that state that should be its own state called the Portland metro area, Portland, Oregon, where they were doing stupid stuff for the past few years.
Mellows, just flash your camera for us quick, bro, if you can.
So, have you seen any violence coming out of the protests, or have they mostly been
Nah,
peaceful?
not really. I got your Mellows, bro. Nah, not really, man. What's going on, bro?
Hello, everybody.
I mean, listen, I think that what's going on in Palestine, that's gone on in Palestine for a long time, is wrong. And if what hadn't have happened had happened in recent weeks, then I believe that still no one would really have a clue what's going on, right? So I would say that I'm definitely in support of the Palestinian people. However, what I don't support is when people turn up to these protests with Hamas flags or ISIS flags.
I don't support that either. I don't support that at all. So yeah, we're of the same thinking.
I covered a protest going back a few weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and it kind of kicked off. And watching it back, I definitely had a bit of a slight different opinion than what I did at the time that I was filming it, and it was all kind of kicking off, right? But one of the Muslim guys calls me over, and he was saying how what that guy over there said about our Prophet Muhammad was disgusting, and no, we won't. His exact words were, and when I watched it back when I was editing the video to upload it, I was thinking, damn, I didn't really take note of that at the time. But his exact words were, "We will not tolerate anybody disrespecting our Prophet Muhammad. We will not
bro.
tolerate it. In fact, he even went on to say, we will even lay down our lives for it. Now, to me, somebody that criticizes something could be taken by the person being criticized as disrespectful, right? So basically, I felt like what that Muslim guy was saying was like, even by criticizing Islam in any way, then they're basically willing to lay down their lives for it. I think those views there are a little bit extreme and a concern.
Yeah, but
That's the part of Islam that I think is a
that
concern.
same guy will talk all this BS about every other religion, but want his respected. That's the part that really gets me. It's like, hey, wait a minute, dude.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. So, yeah, man, I don't know. I just think it's crazy, 2023, man, and we're all sat moaning about who's right and who's wrong about fucking a bunch of books that were wrote fucking thousands of years ago. Seems a lot of pointless deaths of blood and tears for nothing, really, right?
Yep. Oh, I know what's going on with the chat. You're streaming to your... Okay.
Angry.
I get it. My bad. I'm over on Grimm's panel. Yeah. It's all
Yeah,
crazy.
there's two panels.
Yeah, it didn't click until just a minute
If you look
ago.
at the chat, from StreamYards, I think they're both combined, so you'll be able to see both chats.
Yeah, I was gonna go over and hit his Discord, but I didn't realize at the time he was streaming from his panel too. But that's okay. I'll get it.
His Discord, we can give it to you from Discord, actually.
What's that, bro?
If you're in Discord on Bear's Discord, we can send you Grimm's Discord from there. It should be on his About page, I think.
Yeah, I'll go get it. If it's in the description of his video, of his lives or his videos, I'll get it. I have a Discord too.
If you just joined Bear's Discord, BBA's.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
If you're in there, I'll post it. Right. I was going to say I'll post it in there, and you'll be able to grab it from there.
Oh, I'm not in his Discord yet, but I will be. I'm not going to go surfing and mess up what's going on. I am in Vigilante Media. It's probably over there, isn't it?
I can put it in there.
We can put it in there, yeah. Could do.
I can get it
that's the forum.
later,
Yeah. I'll make sure we
put
get
it on there. That's kind of like the central hub, really. It's like.
Yeah, I've been slowly exploring it over there as myself. I don't understand some of these people. They go here, they're one thing. They go to Rumble and they have a different name. It's the same person. It's like, put your name the same on every platform. That way we know who you are.
I haven't changed my name online for as long as I've been online. I think always been known by the same name.
Oh, I haven't. I originally was just my self. I didn't have a screen name. And one of my buddies got on me.
Someone's echoing.
Well, is it me? Am I echoing?
You were for a second. Oh, you are still.
Hang on. Is it still echoing?
No more echo. No more echo. No more echo. Still echo.
No.
Still echo.
No.
Yeah, it's still echoing.
Yeah, it's still echoing.
What? Hang on.
Are we still echoing? Yeah, it's definitely him.
Yeah, and I couldn't get
Yeah,
it
it was
last
definitely
night.
him.
I had to explain to like somebody last night. I had to explain to them offline and copy the message that appeared in the panel when somebody came up with an Android device to get them to understand how they're not going to be able to fix the echo and they really should be using a headset.
Hmm.
And it's like, I
Oh, they've
don't
got some
understand how they
real
didn't get
fancy
it.
gadgets right now. They've
Oh,
got
yeah.
some real new fancy gadgets right now. You know, it's literally Star Trek. We're here. You know, they've got these little it's called eye pins, and they're
I've
really
seen
small computer. Yeah, the AI
Is it still
powered.
Is it echoing? Is it echoing still?
No,
No, I don't hear us echoing.
All right, cool, bud. Cool.
Yeah, I've seen that pin thing, and you know what they say. Everything we have came out on Star Trek back in the day.
yeah.
The flip
So
phone.
it's got a
that was
universal
on Star
translator on
Trek.
it.
Oh, that would be
The
cool.
screen, yeah, the screen is actually your hand. It projects a screen onto your hand, so you could, and your hand gestures, you know, like go to the home page or whatever. You squeeze your hand or you point
Oh,
if you want to move forward, and you can activate your camera and take video,
oh man,
4K video.
it's really gonna love me and some of my Italian fire crew members I know that speak with their hands. With their mouth is moving, their hands are moving. You know what I mean?
It's voice activated as well. You can tell it to call whoever, leave a message, you know, do all kinds of things. It's literally having a computer, an AI Alexa with you at all times. You know, answering your calls, doing everything you want to do.
Well, I'm one of the
Identifying
paranoid
things,
ones.
translating things. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm one of the paranoid ones. I won't even have a cell phone active or unactive with me when I'm out and about.
Wow, you'll get on well with Bellows then.
Huh?
You'll get on well with Bellows then. Bellows is the same.
Yeah.
Bellows never, ever. Am I right, Bellows? Never leave your phone, bro.
I don't.
Yeah.
The phone is just for one thing only. It never comes
Yvonne,
with me.
thanks for coming in.
With me anyway.
Thanks for coming in, Yvonne. Good to see you. Take care.
Well,
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
I actually don't have. I have a device, but I actually don't have service because where I live, I'm in the shadow of the tower and can't get no signal. I don't care what company you use. At my house, you get no signal. You can go a half mile down the road and get 1 bar. You can go 2 miles down the road and get 3 bars. And then from there, it just pops right in. But why pay for something I can't use?
True. Oh, actually, I've got something. Let's see if I can find it. If I can,
I'm just going to send. I'm just going to send them. See if we can get him up here.
Let's see if I can find it. Ah, right. So, oh no, it's delete video. Let's see if it'll let me know. I'll just see what UK transparency is on about. I used something very similar, and this was just a little bit of messing around. I'm going to play a little video. It's only short, and it's a short little story for you. It's a short little story about a bear out auditing, catching on camera, the police arresting another man, a man, for using a camera. So it's only a very short little brief story, but this was created by AI. I thought it was quite smart, so I'm going to play it when it decides to upload.
Arresting. Well, that happens. I have a buddy who has a lawsuit here in Oregon for that.
Right, here we go. Hang on. Let me get rid of the comments. Evening, Dean. Hope you're well. Thanks for coming in, man. Right, this is what AI came up with when I put in a couple of sentences the other day. Here we go.
On a day as ordinary as any other, an unexpected guest made its appearance outside a metropolitan police station in London. A bear, a creature more suited to the wild than the city's concrete jungle, somehow found itself at the heart of the city's law enforcement hub. The series of events that unfurled were as surprising as the bear's visit itself. A man, armed with nothing more than a camera, began filming the police station. The police, perhaps perturbed by the unusual situation, reacted with a degree of hostility unanticipated by the man. The officers arrested him, their anger palpable, even as the bear watched, an unwitting witness to the unfolding drama. All the while, the bear's presence was captured on film, adding a surreal twist to an already extraordinary situation. The commotion, the arrest, the bear, each element more unusual than the last. Yet, this was no scripted drama. This was real life, unfolding in real time under the watchful gaze of a bear. In summary, the video captures a series of unexpected events. A bear's unusual visit to a police station, a man filming the station, and the police's angry response, culminating in the man's arrest. Each event is a thread in a tapestry of the extraordinary, demonstrating that sometimes reality truly is stranger than fiction.
So I got one question about the AI.
Go on, mate.
Do you even have bears in the UK?
Yeah. What about, babe? But look, you cannot see the icon, man.
Well,
I'm the
I know
only
there's
bear. I'm the only bear left in the UK, mate.
Well,
Don't tell everyone. I'll be worth a
You
lot of
know
money.
what I mean? Instead of showing a picture of you or something, it's like, wait a minute, that
We got
had a
one
hump
roaming
on its
around,
back,
free.
which is a grizzly, and we don't even have those. Well, they're starting to transplant them, but
London came, evening, bro. And can I just welcome no other than the legend, the myth, the man, Fake Mike, Real News. Big up, bro. How you doing?
What's up, man? It's funny that I came on right when we're talking about artificial intelligence because I just finished shooting a video right now with my boy, Lex. We went to Brown University, which, if you're not from the United States, Brown University is one of the most prestigious universities in the United States, if not in the entire world. And I was doing some man on the street videos for the first time ever, and the topic of conversation was artificial intelligence. So it's very synchronistic. How you doing? Man?
Interesting.
I'm doing good.
well, at least you didn't have any trouble. You're sitting in your car instead of their car.
Well, how did more? Tell us, how did you find it? Well, how did you doing some on the street? Kind of. Did you enjoy that? Was that an approach you enjoyed? Just new for you then?
It's new because, quite frankly, I used to be, before I woke up, I was back in high school, I was class clown, unpredictable. So I was always trying to make people laugh. And then I found out about all the fucked up shit going on in the world. And I was like, all right, now you motherfuckers gotta be serious. I gotta be serious. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be serious. There's some serious shit going on. And first of all, I'm gonna take a pause real quick and just to say, holy shit, I don't agree with anybody 100%, but can we just give a shout out real quick to Bear's fucking content lately? Bear has been going into the trenches to give you guys some real deal shit. He's been putting himself in harm. He always puts himself in harm's way. But yo, if you guys haven't seen the recent offerings from Bear, you guys better share those motherfucking videos. Them shits is lit, bro. Them shits is crazy, wild, and
it's a crazy world we live in right now, right?
Everywhere.
Like, it's just a crazy world, man. You've only got to listen. I say anyone, whether don't matter who you are, you take a camera out for the day, step outside your front door, and just go and film what your eye can see. I guarantee you're going to pick up some madness in a day.
Oh my God.
And I mean, not just within society. I mean, like, you've only any major town, city here in the UK now, mate. Like, I'm telling you, spend a few hours a day walking around, and you'd just be surprised by what you will actually get on camera. You know, you look at it and think, like, what has the UK come to, man? Like, seriously,
Here's
everywhere's
one for
boarded
you.
up.
I got one for you.
Oh,
I
what's
have one
going
of the
on?
young gentlemen
Just
that
your
I
question.
helped train in wildland firefighting. He literally this summer was stopped outside the state of Oregon. He runs a private crew. It
Big up,
said
Ken.
all over their vans, fire crew, do not detain. He had his emergency flashers on. They pulled him over in the lead van and started giving him a ration because they had the emergency flashers on and were 5 miles an hour over the posted speed limit, responding to a fire to help put it out. He was like,
Oh my.
wow, my whole crew was held up. We were harassed, unbelievable. The cop had to go back to dispatch and ask if there was a fire. And
Yeah, Rod.
as trucks are rolling by, crazy, huh? Hey, Rod Handler. I thought it was just crazy. He's laughing about it, but I'm like, dude, that is beyond crazy.
However, you know, like here I am talking about like what's going on in Israel and in Gaza and things like that, right? And I think there's no denying what is going on. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, it's not happening, because it is. But again, I wonder what other stuff is going on right now that we're all being kept, you know, that we're not concentrating on, because there's always something. When there's something going on over here, there's always something going on, probably bigger over there, you know.
The
And there's actually a
dog
few things
syndrome.
here in the UK. There's a few things here in the UK. I was just wondering about, maybe for you guys, is there anything you know, going on that's kind of going under the radar because your media and stuff's filled with Israel and Palestine, etc. at the minute?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, there's things, but you have to go. Did I really hear that? I have a brother who's a gunny.
Yeah, UK lady.
And yeah, it's called. They're doing the Wag the Dog. I feel the same way. They got us focused on Ukraine, and now we're focused on Israel and Palestine problem. What are they doing that we're not watching? That we don't see because the eyes are all over there. Wag the dog. Just like the
Yeah.
movie. Let's get everybody focused over here. Now run the 30 trucks by because they're all looking at that fire.
I mean, Bellows would have probably been the best person. He's just dropped off now, right? And won't go into it too much again for YouTube, but I'm sure that aren't Pfizer going through a big court case at the moment? Nothing being spoke about that at all. You know?
Well, not only
I think so. I think so.
Well, Pfizer, first of all, if you just look up, if anybody has a Google, all you have to do is look up, type into Google Pfizer criminal record, and after I'm finished rolling this blunt, I will show you exactly what it says, but I'll paraphrase my best. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a result from the National Institute of Health.gov, which is obviously an American official government website. And it will basically say, and I'm paraphrasing here, that Pfizer is a habitual offender, and they have been sued multiple times. They have the largest lawsuit ever. They've also consistently bribed physicians and suppressed adverse trial results. And you're speaking about, you know, Mellows would have something to say. And Mellows, correct me if I'm right or wrong here, but I would guess here, because Bear, while you dropped out for a sec, Bear asked, hey, what do you think the most important things are that are going on while they're distracting us with all the other stuff going on in the news? And maybe I know Mellows, maybe I don't. Let's see if I do. But I would venture to say that Mellows' answer is going to be the Belt and Road Initiative.
Oh, there's many things right now, and one of them is the Belt and Road. And also, if you look at the stock exchange right now, you'll see all the money.
Sorry, you broke up. Sorry, you broke up. Could you repeat
Right,
yourself?
yeah, Belt and Road Initiative is way underway at the moment. But one of the main things you want to focus on right now in the stock market, you'll see many of the the big military industrial complex firms are all on a steady rise at the moment. Of course they are, because they are currently replenishing ammunition and stocks and weaponry and so on. So
Oh, and
yeah, there is a lot of money getting funneled through to these big corporations right now. And yes,
And the
about
other-
the vaccine trials, there are cases at the moment. AstraZeneca is getting a battering at the moment. Pfizer and so on. They are distracting us from the fact that they knew that some of these things had serious adverse reactions, but they're trying to shift the butt over onto the government. The government has over here in the UK has they're going to give out £120,000 to those who can prove the adverse effects from these vaccines.
So there we are. So there's that going
So-
on. What else is going on, man?
There's another one that's going on that ain't anybody looking at. We have, in the States, we have kept the World Health Organization at bay of no, we'll be in charge of our own health stuff. Now they're joining and nobody realizes it because we're all watching Ukraine and
Right.
Israel, Palestine.
Yeah, they're
We're all
doing
watching.
a lot of
JT
things.
Beckett says investment in a war before a war is lucrative, as history shows. It's
Yes.
probably the most lucrative business, right? War.
It's
Listen.
it's the number one way to re-jumpstart
One
the world
plane.
economy.
One rocket. You know, we're talking
Yeah.
millions. and millions.
Who's doing really well right now? Probably like the top 5 weapon arms dealers, you know, globally. The top 5 right now are probably fucking
Well, a lot
loving
of
what's
those
going
are-
on right now. They're making a killing. Sorry, go on,
A
Melis.
lot of those are Israeli companies as well.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
you realize, but a lot of the weaponry that our police force use, or the rubber bullets and the crowd control
Made by the
gas,
same manufacturers.
yeah, they're actually all Israeli companies. We buy them from them. All our
I was looking,
all our,
obviously, because I've
non-lethal
been,
weapons. They're all,
yeah,
I know
because I've been
somebody-
looking recently at some of these Israeli weapon factories. Obviously, I covered one about a year ago now. I know of a couple of others where there's stuff going on at the moment. I didn't realise until quite recent, actually, when I started looking over in America, that there's a lot of Elbit systems over there as well. Also,
Oh.
It's a worldwide
all being
organisation.
attacked massively at the moment. No.
Oh, they're putting out like you wouldn't believe. We have a business down the road a few miles from where I live that's a government contractor. They're hiring again. And the other thing that nobody talks about, that rubber bullet thing, I know a guy who's permanently disfigured and he wasn't even doing anything because the rubber bullet missed who they were aiming at and hit people in the back. And he has a permanent disfigurement now from it.
They've got a lot of new weapons that they need to try out. Okay, and
Yep.
this is the best time to try it.
You know what, Bello? It's
they-
funny you should say that. It's funny you should say that. Maybe about 4 weeks before this thing sparked up and fueled up over in Gaza, Elbit had just released 2 new of their fucking weapons. One was this tank that was meant to shoot these fancy rockets from fucking a long, long way away, and the other was some new high-tech drone. Funny enough, both of those were released just about a month before this all goes on. You know, again, maybe a coincidence, but it seems to me that, like, you know, Gaza is one of those places where, like, everyone goes to test out their new weapons, man. You know.
Well, here's one for you.
Give them to the Israelis, they'll test them out.
Here's one for you that a lot of people don't think of. The
Big
United
facts.
States Marine Corps is literally is sent over to be UN boots on the ground all the time. And when they tell you there is no US boots on the ground, that's because all those people are now UN troops and they're on the ground and they are there.
Well, not only just that, to add to what you're saying, I cannot confirm nor deny what you're saying, but even if what you're saying is false, and I'm not assuming that it is false, but U.S. military contractors are still in these same areas. There's the CIA is still in these same areas, and the people that,
Yep.
they say, oh, we're out of Iraq and Afghanistan. Oh, no, yeah, you are. Maybe the U.S. troops are, but all these military contractors aren't. And it's interesting point that you bring up, sir, and I will definitely be looking into that. So thank you for the knowledge. Thanks
Oh,
for dropping.
you got it. Here's what most people don't know, and it's a known fact. Ask any Marine. The United States Marine Corps is the president's own. Without a act of war, he can do anything he wants with them for 90 days. All he has to do is pull out that MEU and put another one in, and he gets another 90 days. You have to bring those guys out after 90 days, and then all you have to do is send a different
Hey, what?
attachment.
Congress
Sorry,
has already
Bruce.
made war with Iran.
So, Will, you might have seen it. I don't know. I put a video up about a week ago. Bumped into a group of what claimed to be Israelites, Black Hebrew Israelites. Do you have those guys over in America? You do, don't you? Because I've seen some videos. I've been searching, man, and it's kind of getting quite big over there. It looks. I don't know.
Well,
It seems that way. It's growing.
It's not necessarily big, but if you go to a big enough event, there'll be a few of those people that come there and say the stuff. It's all interesting to me because the black people, the Black Hebrew Israelites, as they call themselves, they really, I mean, don't get me wrong, there may be an argument to the fact that, okay, because I mean, there's an argument to be made there, but that's neither here nor there. The real argument to be made is there's no evidence that anything that happens in the Bible was actually true. As a matter of, there's no evidence that Jonah was in a whale for 3 days. There's no evidence that, like, I mean, the fact that they're claiming
Did that happen? You know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of these things can be archetypes. Some of these things can even have some truth in it. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of contradictions in the Bible. There's a lot of, like, I mean, for example, modern day Christians, they're against abortion. Well, they obviously didn't read the Bible, because if you read the Bible, the God of the Old Testament was there instructing the Israelites to murder babies. Literally, it's in the Old Testament. When the Israelites were leaving Egypt and they were wandering the desert for 40 years, and they came across what is modern day Israel, Palestine, that area, and even before that, they were instructed by God to murder babies. So they have some delusion thinking that God wants to save babies through abortion, when that God literally commanded the Israelites to murder babies. So
yes, the Old Testament is a book of war if you actually read it and look at it.
You know what? I think, like, the only thing I could agree with them on, if there was such a man as Jesus, yeah, I agree with him. He definitely wasn't a white man. Like that, I think, I definitely agree with him on. There's no way he was white. I've always said that. Like, you know, geographically, there's no way that guy was white, man. Sorry, but
to tie it all to the conversation we're having now. What color are the people of Yemen? They're brown. What color are the people of Egypt? They're brown. What color are the people of Saudi Arabia? They're brown. What color are the people of Iran? They're brown. What color are the people of Israel? They're white. Weird. Why is that?
Yeah, you know, it's strange as well. Like, and I didn't get the connection. Like, from what I understood in this one encounter with them, was that they're basically saying that the God's true people, true children, if you like, are Black Africans, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Where did they come up with that idea, man? They're like, geographically, again, there's no ties with any of them three parts of the world.
It ties into what's called Moorish science in a way, not just Moorish science, but there's other people that there's actually a large school of thought that our history is wrong, and I definitely agree the traditional history is wrong. I can't say anything for certain that actually really happened in history because I wasn't there to testify to it. But there's a school of thought. Ivan Van Sertimer, who was an academic, brought this up. But the idea is that some of the Native Americans, and for example, with the you ever see the Olmec statues that were found in South America? They highly resemble what we would call African facial features. And so there's an idea that there was either African civilizations or contact between the originals, and or that some of the natives of America are in fact African and indigenous. And what it goes back to at the end of the day is, hey, like you said, hey, yeah, sure. If Jesus existed, was he probably not a white boy with blonde hair and blue eyes? Yeah, totally. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that Jonah was in a whale for 3 days. It doesn't mean that all crazy stuff. People take leaps, and that's what if you're a conservative, liberal, if you're a Democrat, Republican, if you're whatever the case may be, spiritual, whatever, these people are taking these leaps without actually doing the research themselves to find out. That's the part about. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, it's right, mate. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have cut you off. Sorry. I'm actually in the near future. I'm going to be doing a podcast with somebody hopefully quite high up within the organization of Israelites. They've reached out, their organization has reached out to me, having them seeing my video. They've seen my video online. Felt that I asked some good questions. However, because of the hostile environment, they didn't feel that they got to answer them in depth. Would I be interested in doing the interview / podcast with them? So I'm going to be looking to do that in the very near future.
I'm going to interrupt the host of this show because one, I'm a douchebag, but two, it's important. First of all, share this motherfucking video. Second of all, Bear Britton Odyssey is doing real shit. Real shit. This is what is changing the world. First of all, I used to have to reach out to other people to sit down and have conversations that had different viewpoints. These people are reaching out to Bear, bro. What he is doing is changing the fucking world right now, guys. You need to share his videos and expose the other people because
Batman.
Honestly, the algorithms are not going to promote his shit the way they should be. And he's still big, right? But it's our job. It's our job to make this guy bigger, to get these videos out, because that's the real solution. When we don't have to agree with each other, but when we can sit down with each other and talk, man, this guy helps me sleep easier at night. Thank you, God, Bear Britton, man. And I'm looking forward to watching that.
Pick up yourself, well. Yeah, no, it should be good, man. I was a bit like when they first reached there, I was like, but I'm interested. I was saying to them when I was replying, like, I said to them, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a clue. When I come across you guys the other day, I said it was like meeting some aliens. I didn't understand it. I was just there, like, taking it all in. However, I've gone away, done a bit of research. So yeah, I've come up with some questions and stuff as well to do when this does take place. So it'll be interesting, man. It will be good. It should be good anyway. I've actually got a few questions for them that I think they won't be expecting. They might not even like answering them, but I'm going to ask them anyway. But yeah, no, it should be good. It should be good. I'm going to stick to what I said to them that day, though, yeah? And I could be wrong. But from what I see that day, they seem like a very extreme movement. And they seem like quite racist. They spout about a lot of racism and being discriminated by racism. However, while preaching racism at the same time, I didn't quite understand it. So some of my questions would be around that. Yeah, it was just a bit strange, mate. Like I say, preaching about, we're being discriminated against, you're all racist, and then some of the comments they would then come up with next were them racist comments, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I did also, when I was doing my research, and I don't know how true this is, I could be wrong, I might be a bit misled, But I believe that even like the BLM movement seems to be moving in on this Israelite religion. They seem to be kind of like crashing, and that's where a lot of their following seems to be coming from at the moment. Is the BLM movement?
I would say in America, yes and no. And the reason why it's a yes and no, at least in America, is because the Black Lives Matter activists in America are mostly all skinny white boys, and there's mostly black there. There's literally, I've been to Black Lives Matter protests all across this country, and they were all heavy, upwards of 90% majority white, maybe even over 95% majority
And you
white.
got to remember that the Black Lives Movement thing everybody was donating to, they were busted with trips to the Caribbean, buying houses, buying cars, paying for ladies of the night and everything else. It's provable. But, you know,
It's true.
you got to watch some things. And the Black Lives Matter out on the West Coast in the Pacific Northwest was embedded with the Antifa. We're going to rip everything up and destroy statues of an elk. They destroyed the iconic statue of the elk in the Portland Park. What's an elk got to do with anything but showing our majestic creature that we've helped? You know, so there's two sides to that. Hey guys, I gotta jump and go. I got a pump went down, and I just had the renter over here at my place because I'm the guy that works on all that. Thanks for letting me up.
Nice, it was a pleasure, bro.
I agree with you. Thanks for letting me up there, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, I'm gonna let it roll over on Grim.
Take it easy, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I gotta go work on a pump. Talk to you later.
Take care, man.
Take care. Just want to say hello to Blind Justice as well.
Yeah, big up Blind Justice. That's what I do. I do put my camera on and give a thumbs up.
Yeah, Blind Justice, man. Like, I'm a fan of your work, yo. That's some ill shit you be doing. Yeah, man. There's a lot of crazy shit. What were we just saying? You was talking about statues that got me triggered a little bit because.
Well, no, I was just saying about the Israelites, weren't I? But listen, everything's crazy, bro. And the thing was about our video, and there was a black guy there that kind of mentioned it. He was just a pariah, right? And he kind of like he was trying to speak to me. It was very loud, and he was saying, "Wow, this is crazy. This should." He was like, "These people here." He was like, "They don't represent the Zionist Jews." He was like, "that are bombing Gaza." He was like, so this conflict right now that they were having, right, there was no need for, because like the Muslim people were a bit, and I got it because it said Israelite. Now, if they'd have come out and the black guy was trying to say, like, what they should have done is said, look, they should have gone down the black Hebrew route, yeah, it would have been understood a bit better. Because they didn't explain themselves very well, I didn't feel. They ended up with a big hostile response from the people of Birmingham, and it was carnage.
Because you can't explain yourself well when you don't have any real foundations in any hardcore truth. And if you just want to take it all, if you want to just view, if you're talking about looking at these people like they're aliens, if you imagine you're an alien coming to this planet, right? And we're visiting Earth for the first time. We're chilling on our space, taking the 30,000 foot view. We have Jerusalem here. How many fucking thousands of years have motherfuckers been killing each other all over religions, which one worship the same God and which two promote peace?
Hey, do you want to play?
Well, I would say to that, I would say, how many crusades? I'd answer that back with another question back to you and say, how many crusades do you think there's been throughout history?
And bro,
you know, yeah. A lot, yeah. Can we say a lot?
Yeah. And they're called holy wars. They're called holy wars. What's next? Holy rapes? Holy pedophilia? You put holy in front of it, it's okay. If I say I'm going to go rob your store, but it's a holy robbery. Okay, cool.
Okay, so See, this
was
is
a hole in
because,
the bank vault. Made it hole.
as I say, I'll stand and say I'm in support. I certainly don't have a problem with these Free Palestine protests, right? I think there is a need for them. What I don't agree with, or actually, I'm going to put this to you guys, is do you think it helps their cause when they're saying things like from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, with
That's
the
a quote.
context of what that actually means? Because what you're
quote
doing is you're actually
out of-
shouting hate out on. No, but what I'm saying, right, is if me or you, Mellows, went out on the street tomorrow and preached a load of hateful hateful speech, how long do you think it is till we're getting picked up, man, and put in the car?
Here's
Yeah,
the
these
That was
people
a
every week.
famous quote from the PLO leader, like back in the 80s, I think it was, or something like that. It was a long time ago. He made a quote, famous quote, and it's just, you know, ever since it's propagated and been cultivated and made memes out of it. It's become a cult almost. Yeah, it's anything to create division, right? More people have died in the name of God than any single cause on the planet. Religion has only ever served to do one thing, and it does it really well. Divide people. It's the perfect divisive tool. And if you're a person who are wanting to control a mass people, a large amount of people, what better way would you to have than to control what they believe, right? The Romans taught us that, you know, there's only so much you can force somebody under fear of whip and chain and slavery and torture. Eventually, they will rise up against you. And so they discovered religion. They created religion as a tool to control and divide people, and they still do, you know. And that is the whole mystery behind the illusion.
Big up, Nick.
I'm sorry for interrupting Ellis, because what he said is 1,000% true, bro. He literally said, why do you think the Roman Empire went fucking straight on tyranny to making it religion? And what do they call it? They went from the Roman Empire to the Holy Roman Empire. We're still going to rape and pillage and tax and kill, and fucking, if you're a Visigoth, we're going to fuck your shit up. Yeah, but it's holy now. I'm gonna go out in the street and commit crimes, and I'm going to put a little fucking halo over my head. Now, I got to say this. I would disagree with you, Bear, when it comes, not necessarily disagree with you, but I would disagree with your point when it comes to that is, now I don't know everything they, but as far as the chant from the river to the sea, that's their homeland. Like Israel, the people from Israel, they have no genetic ties to that land.
Listen, I totally agree with you, which is why I'm in support of that. What I'm trying to say is, right, is by going out chanting and things that has a meaning of ridding fucking the, you know, all the life of all Jews, then
implies that rid the Jews.
It kind of does. It does, right? It does. I mean, I'll go out and do a video, right? And I'll ask them at the next protest I cover. I'm going to ask them what that means. It's one of the things I need to do because apparently, you know, quite a few. I got a bit of backlash in one of mine because people didn't share my views. Okay, you don't share my views, man. We're all entitled to our own. That's meant to be the beauty of the freedoms that we have, man. God, fucking long live they fucking last.
To agree with you too, right? So the thing is, like, I personally am in support of a free and independent Palestine. Shout out to $1 Million Audits. I'm in support of that, and you know I can go into my reasons for that. But at the end of the day, I'm very familiar with the crowd, and I bet you it's the same thing over in the UK that protest in support of Palestine. They don't protest in support of Palestine for the same reasons I do. The reasons that I do are based in fact and based in things that they could never possibly articulate. The reason the local group here and a lot of the groups across the United States are the socialist Free Palestine movement. I agree.
I've noticed that. I've noticed that. Like, that's the thing, isn't it? I've noticed that. Like, I've sat there and had a conversation where I'm agreeing with them, and then it's quite clear to me that actually they're
It's been
these socialist kind of people.
Like this.
No, they are. It happened at that protest, right? I went and covered Elbit drones last year, right? I met this girl, really nice, got on with her. Brilliant, right? I see her a year, it's 9 months down the line. I covered a migrant hotel protest. She was there at the counter protest, and I remember her coming up to me and going, "Whoa, like, what are you doing with these people?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" "Well, you were only covering like our thing like some months ago." I was like, "Yeah, because I'm in support of that." However, I also am in support of like us not having these people, one, in our country illegally, and two, all held up in our hotels, right? And it was quite clear to me at that point that she was one of these socialist people, and it wasn't actually really to do with the cause of Palestine. It was more that any kind of movement where those socialists would jump on it, you're probably going to find her there, you know?
It goes back to brainwashing. Now, here's the thing, right? So I personally,
Indoctrination.
so I don't know exactly your stance on Palestine, right? But I think that there's many things that we definitely agree on. There's a few things that we probably disagree on, and you know, it's just maybe we talk behind the scenes. Convince me you're right. I convince you I'm right, or whatever. We learn from something each other. But it's a big difference between that, right? Between what the thing is, if it's a leftist position, they support it no matter what. They don't know why they support it, right? I support certain leftist things. Leftists will say, "Oh, that cops suck." I agree. Leftists will say, "Free Palestine." I agree, right? About that, leftists will say certain things that I agree with, right? But then they'll say, leftists will say, "Take all the guns." I don't agree. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll say, all the police are bad except for the police on January 6th. Then those police are heroes. I don't agree, right? Then the leftists say, "Oh, we need socialism, communism." I don't agree. And the same thing on the right-wing side. The right-wing side, "Well, we need guns." Oh, I agree. Right-wing side, "Well, all cops are good and all the police and the military are good," right? So there's things on each side I agree and disagree with. That's because me and Bear and Elos, we have our own mind. We can take a topic and look at it objectively and formulate our own opinion on it. And we may be right, we may be wrong, but we keep an open mind. These people on the left,
And this is
if it's a left-wing thing, they agree with it. They don't know why they agree with it, but they agree with it. These people on the right, if it's a right-wing thing, perfect example. We gave a left-wing example. I'll shut up, but I'll give one right-wing example. During the zombie apocalypse that occurred the last few years because of the cooties outbreak, I would go up to these Republican protests, right? And they were pro-Trump, and they had the thin blue line there. And I would say, "Hey, what do you think about the governor and his lockdowns?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I hate the lockdowns. It's bad, and it's unconstitutional. It's illegal." And then I would say, "What do you think about the police following the unconstitutional orders, allowing these lockdowns to exist?" "Well, they're well," and that's on the right. That's what you're witnessing in these protests, is because people can't, unfortunately, think for himself. And shout out to Bear Britton Artist, share the video, like, share, and subscribe, get his videos out, is because he's asking questions. He's just going places. He's asking questions, and he's letting these people think for themselves.
I know. Well, this is the thing, right? Because like I've done videos where not that I listen to one or two comments, but I've had comments where people will say, "Well, you must be far right," and then because I've had views of something recently where it's not fit that far right thing, all of a sudden I'm one of these left wing. It's like, huh? I don't, you know. How about I'm no wing? Yeah, I'm just me with my own mind. That's it. That's it.
They did that to Julian Assange. When Julian Assange was exposing the Republican, he was like, "Oh, he's a Democrat." Then when he was exposing the Democrats, "Oh, he's a Republican." And then, "Oh, he's a Democrat. He's a Republican." No, this is what it is. Is people can't, jail Blair and free Assange. Oh, yeah, I love that shit. Yeah, that's the thing. This is because for thousands of years, evolution has served us, and I'm not necessarily subscribing to the mainstream idea of evolution, but there has been some evolution adaptation. But we have biology, and whatever you want to call it, God-given, whatever. I don't. That's another stuff. Sorry for another subject. But human beings, for almost a proof, there's no such thing as a scientific fact. But what the research says is that human beings, we recognize patterns, right? That's useful to us. It's good to recognize patterns, to be aware of predators, to know what's up and what's not what's up, and what's good and what's bad. And one of the things we do is we categorize. People say don't judge a book by its cover, but it is useful to judge a book by its cover. And many times you can do that. And it's not always right, but that's the reason that saying is there. But what we do as human beings, especially when we're brainwashed, and I'm talking about brainwashed human beings, I'm not talking about the people that are watching this video, but we'll say is like, okay, this guy's talking. Okay, he's got a right-wing opinion. Oh, he's right-wing. Oh, wait. He's got a left-wing opinion. Oh, he's not left-wing. If he's not right, because people put people in these boxes because it's easier for people, right? And that's just human nature. It's not good or bad. It's good and bad, just like any other tool. But okay, so first you think they're right wing. Oh, now they think you're left wing. Oh, weird. Okay. So, and then the next box that they will put you in, if you say something that is either against or for both, or have sides that agree with both or disagree with both, you're a conspiracy theorist. You are now a conspiracy. That's another box that I can avoid critical thinking in and put you in. It's like, oh, you're not a Republican, you're not a Democrat, you have ideas that are outside the mainstream, you are automatically conspiracy theorists. And that's one of the things that we have to get around with a lot of people, is because that's a quick way to immediately dismiss folks like us. And that's just human nature to do that. I'm sorry to rant, guys.
I was going to say
So
about
good, you're right.
the protests, the BLM, what was initially about police brutality that everyone could have got behind. They made it into a race issue, right? So divide the people, and then you've got now, for example, with this Free Palestine, you've got those. Oh, the Israel's got a right to defend themselves. Well, how do you defend yourself when you're bombing the shit out of 2 million people? I mean, that's not defending. That's genocide, man.
Maybe shit. Yeah,
It's defending yourself.
go on. I'm gonna.
Exterminating people.
Yeah, there is. I'm not gonna go too far. No, it's all good. But obviously, we know what YouTube's like, right? Maybe we should open up a Rumble or something, where we can speak a bit more freely. Sometime we should do that. But I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I don't know, Will, if you want to do a live or you're doing one later today. I don't know. But I'm gonna wrap this up. It's coming up to the 2-hour mark. Been the lad's birthday today. I've been up since well early. I want to go get some kit, man.
Yeah, go get some rest. If you guys want to join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, which probably be like, well, let's see, that'll be, let's say, 7 p.m. Eastern. That'll be midnight y'all time. But I'm going to go live if you guys want to join me tomorrow. I'm going to release some videos too. I appreciate Bear for allowing me to come on.
Yeah, man, I'll share that anyway. I'll share that tomorrow as they drop, man. I'll share some anyway over this side. So.
And one final thing I'd like to say to the audience is, please, man, we always take things for granted until they're not there. Like, boom, I'm driving in this car. I'm taking it for granted right now that I'm driving in the car. If this shit got in a car accident, or if shit got pulled over or whatever, and the shit got taken from me, then boom, I'm walking. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with your loved ones. You appreciate your loved ones because they're there, but the minute you're gone is when you really appreciate them. That having been said, do not take your loved ones for granted. Do not take your friends and family for granted. And don't take Bear Britton audits for granted. This channel, it could be here today. And not only that, but also the world could change tomorrow, right? The world could change tomorrow. So Bear's the motherfucker out there on the streets putting in the work. It's our duty to take his work and share it and get the videos out. You guys could sit here and honestly, you could think that, I'm just enriching myself. I'm learning things. Well, if you're learning things and you're not sharing things, then all it takes for evil to triumph is for good men and women to do nothing. So if you're just watching this video and you're not sharing it, you're selfish. If you're not sharing Bear's videos, you're selfish. And you need to get these videos out.
Go on, you tell him. Big G, do you hear it, mate? You're selfish.
This is all for you. Don't
man, I appreciate I
So,
appreciate every single one of them, man. Every single one. You know, for me, these are the guys that give me a platform to speak. Yeah, and mine are just my opinions, and as you said, um, I just speak and think quite openly and freely, right? So all I hope is that people don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, because if you want to actually go and listen to people and be educated, I'd say there's people out there much better to go and source that from. For me, it's all about people not just going with what they hear, man. Actually, like, if you're going to have an opinion, or you want to have an opinion, and you're really interested in something, and I've learned this in recent years, yeah, you need to go away and source that information yourself and come up with your own opinion from doing that. Yeah. If somebody's opinion is different from mine, and they've sat there and gone, hang on, I've looked at everything you've looked at and more, or whatever, right? And I still think different to you, then fair enough, man. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But don't just believe that bullshit narrative all the time that gets pushed out. Don't just, don't think you can't question things. Question everything, man. Question everything. That's my motto. You know what I mean? You won't go far wrong then. Question everything. But yeah, no, big up, guys. Mello, is there anything you want to say before we go? Vigilante.media is back up and running. That's been plugged tonight by my twin. So big up to my twin for modding the 2 channels tonight. I do appreciate it. I'm sticking the links in. All the other mods as well, obviously. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, man, I'm going to shut this down. Say good night. Thanks to everyone for joining.
Good night, everybody.
I had deviated. But yeah, I'll jump over Discord. I might have a couple of games of poker or something if anyone's up for it. But if they do, I won't be talking or anything. I'll be on mute playing. Because I'm gonna go get into bed. But if anyone's up for it, join Discord. Go into the public voice chat. Mute up if you don't want to talk, and we'll join. I think we can only have like 7 on a table though, so as long as there's no more than 7 of us, but there's not many of us in here now. So big up yourselves, big up to Max Brannan. Good to see you, man. Jerry, God bless you, man. Big G, JD, Outlaw, Chris, Ampam, big up to you. Galahad, 007, Nick, JG Beckett, Kayak, Dread Girl's been in, Ashley Styles has been in, big up yourself, Dave, AJM, UK Transparency, there's been loads of you in, man. Too many of you to name all. Rod Handler, UK Lady, Carlos Pureblood, Max Brannan, if I haven't said him already, and many more of you as well. Cal, Resist the Dystopia. All good people, man. All good people. Appreciate all of you. And yeah, hopefully there'll be some new content, if not in the next day or 2, near the back end of the week. But yeah, may fire up a live tomorrow as well. Who knows? We'll see. But big up yourselves, man, and take care, yeah? Hopefully I see a few of you over in Discord. Peace.